All right, peace, everybody. Welcome to Mr. Westbrook's class. If you're watching this YouTube channel or this video and you've seen previous programs and content on this channel, you're probably familiar with Unread Book Review with Nick and Rue. That's the existing program on this YouTube channel. In this moment right now, I am announcing a new program that will be added to the same channel. This is the first video for this program, and this program or playlist is called Supreme Numerics. Now, what is Supreme Numerics? Supreme Numerics is when I cover numerology topics. Primarily, I'll be starting with the topic that I'll be discussing in just a few moments: cycles, forecasts, yearly, monthly, maybe weekly and daily, but we're going to start with the monthly forecast. And if I feel inspired to include other numerology topics, or should I say astronumerology topics, the combination between astrology and numerology, I will add those as they come up, or when I become inspired. Now, I've been practicing numerology for some time now, probably since the end of 2016 going into 2017. But this video is marking my transition from just practicing, numerology, for myself and, as a student. Well, that hasn't changed. I'll always be a student, but, just merely practicing it for myself and practicing on my friends and family and things like that, to becoming a professional numerologist. So you're going to see more content from me. I'll also be offering services, one-on-one sessions. If you have questions about, who you are, well, I can't tell you who you are, but I can make, possibly help you become more aware of attributes about yourself that you may not be paying attention to, that you may be unaware of, or you may be reminded of. So if you need to be reminded of who you are, if you have questions about what's your purpose in life, if you have questions about your natural talents, skills, and abilities, if you're seeing repeated numbers, maybe angel numbers or synchronicity numbers, like if you're seeing 111 all the time and everywhere, or any other type of number combination, and you don't know what it means, and you're looking for answers. That's those are the type of services and questions I will help answer for you, and using the numbers to help guide you. Not to predict the future, to be a fortune teller, to be psychic, but just using the numbers to help guide you and navigate this this life's journey, or this matrix. Because that's what the numbers, and even in astrology with the zodiac, that's what it's here to do. It's here to guide you. It's not here to predict anything. It's just based on observable patterns over hundreds or even thousands of years, because this is an ancient metaphysical science. But I don't want to make this video too long, so I want to jump right in. September 4th, 2024. I had to get this video out now today, not only because we're a few days into September, but it's also the 4th, and the number 4 is one of my key numbers. So I want to take advantage of that energy. But I'll talk more about key numbers, and making moves on numbers that are in harmony with your birth number. I'll talk about that at a later time. But today's topic is the September forecast. So what I'll be talking to you about is what are the major themes for this month of September from a supreme numerical perspective? Now, I'll be focusing on the universal forecast. And what that means is that the universal energy is an energy that affects everyone, regardless of their birthday, their birth number, their zodiac. This is an energy that's going to affect each and every one of us. So you have universal cycles and you also have personal cycles. Now, if you want to know more about your personal cycle, you could reach out to me for, a consultation or, some advisement on what you're going through on a more personal, intimate level. But this focus will be on the universal energy for the month of September. Now, how do we determine the universal month? First, we need to start with the universal year. And the way we find the universal year is by taking the current calendar year, which is 2024, and in numerology, we use the phatic symbol or natural addition, in which you keep on adding the numbers together until you get a single digit. So when you add up 2024, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4, that equals 8. So 2024 is an 8 universal year. Okay. Now, you need the universal year in order to determine the universal month. Now, you determine the universal month by taking the universal year, which we just said is an 8, and adding it to the calendar month. So September is the 9th month. So we're going to add 8 plus 9, since September is the 9th month. And 8 plus 9 equals 17. And then again, we want to reduce that to a single digit. 1 plus 7 equals 8. So this tells us that we're in an 8 universal month. Now let's start talking about the themes for an 8 universal month. So the 8 universal month, or any cycle, whether it's an 8 universal year, which it is, or 8 day or 8 week, 8 is a power cycle. It's a time to achieve big things. It's a time for recognition. So I'll write down these characteristics. So I'll put, achievement, recognition, it's a money cycle. That's the one that people are most familiar with. Now when we say money cycle, you have the potential to make money, or on the flip side, you have the potential to lose money, because there's balance in everything. There are no positive or negative numbers or positive or negative zodiac signs. It all depends on the person that's holding that number or that sign. You determine whether you're going to vibrate on the positive side, on the higher side, or if you're going to vibrate on the lower side. And you can see that in the actual symbol of the 8. So if you turn the 8 sideways, you see it's made up of 2 circles. So you have the balance there. And then the supreme mathematics of the nation of the gods and earths, 8 is the build or destroy number. So depending on you, you can decide if you want to build or you can decide if you want to destroy. That's up to you. Now, when it comes to money, in order to make the money, you need to increase or make sure you have a strong financial IQ foundation. You need to understand have a clear and thorough understanding of money and how money works. You need to know your needs versus wants. You need to stick to a budget, knowing where every cent, every dollar is going and coming from during an 8 cycle. Okay. Now let me go back over here and take a look at my notes, see what else I have here for the 8 cycle. Hold on. Over here. So we talk about money or materials, but another word that's also associated with the number 8 is abundance. And abundance can come in a variety of ways. Abundance can, of course, come in the form of money, or abundance can come in the form of gifts, time, more time. It can come in the form of more travel, if that's your thing, if you're into traveling. So when you see the 8 is a symbol of abundance. Now, during the 8 month, this is a time to dream really big and set some really big, audacious goals for yourself to accomplish something major. Okay. In terms of career, eight cycles are a great time to change careers if you're interested in going into another field. It's also a great time to ask for a raise from your employer, your supervisor, you know, things of that nature. Number 8 is also a pregnancy cycle. And pregnancy and birth can be literal or physical. It could be for you personally, or you can receive news of pregnancies and births from family and friends and things like that on the physical side. But 8 also represents symbolic pregnancy too, meaning you can give birth to a new idea, a new project, a new business. This is a great time. 8 cycles a great time to launch something new, just like I'm launching this video, launching my astronumerology business officially in September. This video is my coming out with my business. And also, I forgot to mention, going back to money, debts from the past too can reappear during an 8 cycle. Past debts. So that's also another reason why you want to pay close attention to your budget, where your money is coming and going, because those old debts from the past can come about. And not only past debts, but people from your past too. Can reemerge during 8 cycles. Let's see what else we got. Now, these are positives right here, because I did mention balance. So power cycle, achievement, recognition, money cycle. If you're managing your money correctly, career change, raises, giving birth to, people, ideas, things like that. But on the negative side, the 8 can be associated with misunderstandings. So during a cycle like this, clear communication is necessary. You want to make sure I'm running out of space there. But you get it. Clear communication. You want to make sure you're clear in your communication, because misunderstandings can arise during a cycle. And I think that's a good. Well, actually, look, I just thought of some other things to add to it. Just bear with me. I'm the first video is going to be a little rough, but follow me on the journey. That the video is going to get better and better in time. I'm not even in my regular office space right now. I had to improvise with the space because I needed to get this video done right now. But anyway, number 8 is also an old soul and ancestral energy. So something that would be beneficial to you during this 8 universal month is to seek out the guidance and the assistance from elders. In whatever you're pursuing, whether it's money, career, relationships, seeking out that advice from elders will be beneficial to you, during this time. So I think that's a good place to start wrapping this up. Looks like we about 16, 17 minutes in, which is longer than I expected this to be. But this is good. I think I gave you all some thorough information here on this 8 universal month. All right, and while this is a universal energy that affects everyone, there are certain people that will benefit a little bit more than others. For the month of September, in this 8 universal month, those whose birthdays add up to an 8, so those who are born on the 8th, the 17th, and the 26th, and Capricorns, like myself. Capricorns, because Capricorn is ruled by the number 8. So whenever the universal cycle or the personal cycle is the same as your birth number or your zodiac sign that's associated with that number, then that cycle is especially beneficial to you. So it should be a good month. September should be a great month for those of you that are born on the 8th, the 17th, the 26th, and Capricorns. And everything that I'm saying here applies to this year 2024, since it is an 8 universal year. So just want to make sure I mention that before we close this thing out. The last thing that I'll say about these positives is that these things aren't just going to come to you during the 8th cycle, as compared to a 7 cycle, where 7 is the law of attraction, and you use your law of attraction techniques, manifestation, meditating, whatever those strategies are, and things come to you. During the 8th cycle, you actually have to put in the work. So it's a cycle of hard work and discipline. So in order to achieve or exercise the power, reach the achievement, earn the recognition, make the money, advance in your career, get your businesses or projects off on the right foot, and built on a strong foundation, you have to put in the hard work, the discipline, and the focus. So being that September, September is often the transition time for people, the beginning of a cycle. For me being a school teacher, we go back to school. It's also the changing of the seasons. The weather starts to change. So it's a transitional period. So if you have not been, locked into your work, your personal work, as well as your career, your business work, now is the time to do it during this eight universal month. Lock in with your workouts in the gym. Uh, double down on your vocation, your work. Even if you work for somebody, make sure you're doing the best work that you can do. If you have a business or a side business, as soon as you get done with your regular job, put in that work on your side business. This is what I'm doing right here. I went to my job during the day, and now I'm working on my part time, my side business here. So really lock in this month of September to take advantage of this 8 universal energy. And like I said at the beginning of the video, if you want to know how these energies are affecting you on a more personal level, send me a message, you know, Instagram, Mr. Westbrooks. I'll leave my email in the description of this video, so you can reach out to me that way. Book a session, and I'll help you out and help you navigate these cycles, on a more personal level. So thank you for watching. Be on the lookout for the October forecast. If I don't do a weekly or a daily forecast within this month of September, and keep on striving to become the best version of yourself. You have been in tune to the sights and sounds of Supreme Numerics with me, Mr. Westbrooks. See you next time. Peace.